Hello, everyone. This is Rick, and welcome to Astral Club. This is Interview with the Oversoul of Canines. Before we get into it, just want to mention a few things. Patreon. If you'd like to support the work of Astral Club, you can do so by joining Patreon. When you join, you get a chat function where you can share your experiences and talk with others. There's a direct mail or that you can talk directly with me and ask questions or share your experiences. And there's advanced podcasts. You get it on Sunday instead of having to wait the full week as everyone else does. If you're interested, there is a link to Patreon Astral Club in the description. Next up, astral projection lessons. I've dealt with now, and I've been privileged to provide lessons to some extraordinary people from all over the world. And they're great because when they have their first experience, they send it to me and I get a chance to read it. And if they have questions, obviously I help them with that. So if that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email in the description. Just ask for more information. Okay, let's get into the interview with the Oversoul of Canines. And this was a fun one for me. I like dogs and wolves and all that kind of stuff. I had a dog for a long time. She lived like 20 years as a kid, and eventually a young adult. So I'm very much interested in this particular interview, and I had a lot of fun with it. Okay, I left my body and I willed myself to the Oversoul of Canines. When I regained consciousness, I found myself walking across a wide golden meadow. I had come seeking the guardian spirit or archetype of all dogs, or the Oversoul of Canines. And I heard a howl before I saw the being. It was a long, resonant cry that echoed across the ether like the memory of 1,000 campfires and snowy mountain passes. Then it came, walking toward me from the horizon. It was a creature both singular and many. Its eyes held the intelligence of a shepherd, the wild sorrow of a lone wolf, the playful gleam of a terrier, and the silent watchfulness of a husky. Those are all fun breeds. The Oversoul of Canines looked like no breed and all breeds. Tall and lean, fur a shifting patchwork of black, gray, and gold. A great tail curled behind, twitching occasionally. When it spoke, it was without sound. A thought just pressed into the center of my astral mind. I said, "Are you the Oversoul of Canines?" It replied, "I am the pack that watches the stars. I am the shadow at the edge of the village fire. I am the first heartbeat beside mankind, and I am the last howl heard when they fall." All that was transmitted to me telepathically. I just had to translate it into overwrought English, I suppose. I said, "May I ask you some questions?" It responded, "You bonded well and treated your canine companion with kindness and respect, with treats and walks. You are an ally. You may proceed. You've lived in wolves, in dogs, in coyotes, and jackals. Tell me, what is the essence of your kind?" The creature sat down, tail wrapping around its paws. For a moment, its posture was regal and commanding. Then a tongue kind of lolled out, and it gave me a lopsided grin. I felt a warm ripple through the meadow as if a fireplace had just been lit in my chest. It said, "We are many things, the wild and the domesticated. Some of us guard with fangs bared. Others shrink into corners at the drop of thunder. We are protectors and we are wanderers. We are the howl and the whimper, the hunt and the nap. I said, some people think of dogs as loyal, but not always smart. Wolves are clever, but dangerous. How do you reconcile these differences? Your stories divide what is whole. The wolf and the dog are threads from the same tapestry. Loyalty is intelligence. It takes wisdom to commit. A wolf knows the terrain, smells danger on the wind. A dog knows the human heart. Each of us adapts. Some roam free. Others wait at the back door, tail thumping against the wall, asking for nothing but your return. Well, what about fear? Some dogs are timid, others fearless. The Oversoul lowered its head, ears shifting, and for a moment it seemed smaller, more tender. Fear is a cousin to wisdom. A pup who trembles at thunder is not weak. It has simply not yet learned what will pass. And yet, in the moment you need it, that same timid pup may bare its teeth for you. We do not judge our courage by our size or bark. Even the smallest among us will stand between you and your doom. And that's loyalty, people. Cats, look, I know people love cats, but they do come to our rescue from time to time, but only because they're in the mood. That's all. I like that. I guess I like dogs more. I said, do you miss the wild? For those who live in homes and wear little jackets. The Oversoul gave a weird chuff of amusement. It said, we carry the wild within us. Even the lapdog dreams of forests. Even the sled dog can curl at your feet and be content. We are adaptable. It is our greatest strength. We walk beside gods and garbage men, royalty and wanderers. All we ask is a place in your world, some part of your soul where we may sleep, watch, and love. I wish humans were like that. I then asked, I said, well, what about the lone ones, the strays, the wolves without a pack? The Oversoul stood again, and for a heartbeat it grew large, soaring into the form of a star-draped wolf spirit whose howl cracked the night sky. It was a little scary, I'll be honest with you. The Oversoul said, even the lone ones are never truly alone. I walk with them. Every howl echoes across my heart. I am the scent of kin in the breeze, the memory of warm hands, the instinct to keep going. The pack is in the blood. The pack is in the soul. I thought about that silently. Then I asked, what would you want us humans to remember most about your kind? Remember this. We are mirrors of what you offer. If you give cruelty, we retreat. If you give love, we give it back tenfold, wrapped in fur and fierce devotion. We will guard your children, your secrets, your dying breaths. We are not just pets or property. We are your companions. We remember, even when you forget. With that, it turned and ran away into the grass. A final flick of its tail, a silent signal that you were not alone. Then I woke up with a lingering sense that something had just pressed its nose against my hand and vanished before I could thank it. It felt real, like a dog's nose. Anyway, I really enjoyed that particular conversation with the Oversoul of Canines, which of course includes dogs, wolves, jackals, every other canine in the world of Earth. If you like that, please hit the like button, share it with those of like minds, subscribe if you haven't already, and the vast majority of you have. And questions and comments. Have you had dogs? Do you have a dog now? Do you connect with any of this? Let me know. And because I love questions and comments. You know, oh, is your dog, does it do something weird? It's all good stuff. This is Rick, and I will see you on the astral plane.